Welcome back, everyone. Well, you know, I talk a lot about real-world education solutions. And there's a reason for that. You know, we're going to have a community that thrives. Well, then we have to really develop the workforce to support our community. And I know that I talk a lot about this. You also hear the phrase that our region, for some reason, is referred to as potentially the Silicon Valley of the East. That nanotechnology companies, software companies are attracted to our region. So there's a reason that I'm here today at Saratoga Prosperity Partnership. This is Shelby Schneider, who is Vice President for the Saratoga Prosperity Partnership. You say that 3 times fast, okay? Try it sometime, okay? And there's a reason. Every time I've interviewed either you or Marty, I'm always taken with the fact that you're very forward-thinking, that you approach economic development from a lot of different aspects, but you're totally aware of keeping an eye on what the future is. And I'm always very impressed with that, Shelby. Recently, you locked arms with Albany Can Code.
Yes, we did.
To help develop a section of the workforce that you don't hear a lot about. Mm-hmm. And it has to do with coding. Yes. Now, for people like me, we get as far as the Da Vinci Code. Okay, that's it for us. However, there's a whole wave of upcoming job-related, career-related needs related to what I just said, coding. So tell me about it. What the heck is coding?
So coding is basically, it's the language of the modern web.
Yeah, right, got it, sure.
And it's the languages HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and like we speak English, someone speaks French or Italian.
It's a language.
It's a language. It's a language, but it is a language. It's a skill set, and it's a skill set that we found through meeting and interviewing local employers, something that they really need here. And we also found, since we met and started working with Albany Can Code, that there are over 2,000 jobs in the area that have not been filled that someone could use coding skills.
Now, when you talk about this, and you talk about the coding being the language of computers, and I'm not even professing to know a lot about what we're talking about here. It's not my thing, but I do recognize the importance that if we're going to attract the kind of industries here that are forward-thinking industries, and quite honestly, all industries have a relationship to what we're talking about here. Because when you talk about the front-end application of this, you're talking about website design, which is that user interface, which is all of us. Mm-hmm. But so that's one section of what we're talking about, but then there's the back-end section. Mm-hmm. That's the one that fascinates me. Tell me about that.
That's machines talking to machines, essentially.
That would be like that? Okay, just checking. Okay, just checking. Go ahead.
But it's really the foundation for a lot of internet technology, computer science degrees. But really, our world, we live in a digital world right now. And even with global foundries, they are building the chips that are running our cars in our homes, in our phones, in our computers. And there's also, you need people on the backside to be able to program the software that those chips run on. So we decided to partner with Albany Can Code and SUNY Schenectady and SUNY Adirondack in a real public-private academic partnership to try to build that capacity that this region needs. Because, as you were saying, we're trying to be forward-thinking.
Yes, right, sure.
And build real job opportunities here and attract the kind of companies that are going to be, taking us into the future.
And we follow what Saratoga Prosperity Partnership does, and just last night there was a introduction to what we're talking about. Well attended, but what struck me when we were talking about it was you would expect a lot of young people to come, but people of all ages, of all backgrounds.
Yes.
And when you think about it, we think about, okay, where are we in our career? Where are we? What kind of potential do we have to, earn the kind of income that supports our family and stuff like that? And this is groundbreaking stuff. But it's not the kind of stuff that, you need a PhD from MIT to be able to explore.
Really.
Right. So what was the introduction like? How'd that go?
The introduction was, it was fantastic, and we really ran the spectrum of ages. And,
Yeah, I bet.
We even had someone that came and was interested in possibly sending a child through the program.
Well, just to that point, I hear a lot from our viewers that the parents and the grandparents are actively involved in the decision making for younger people coming out of high school,
Yes.
coming out of college, who are kind of deciding what they want to do with their lives, right?
Yes, or
So you see
someone
that,
might
right.
not have gone to college, and someone that
That's
might
right.
be adrift and might have the acumen to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a great foundation. It's a great introduction into a field that could really change someone's life and someone's earning potential too.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not an insignificant phrase there, by the way. These people, even the starting salaries are very, very impressive. It's a 12-week course, right?
Yes.
Okay, and it starts in January, did you tell me?
January 22nd.
Okay.
And it runs until April.
Right.
And it's 2 evenings a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Tuesdays and Thursdays between, I believe, 5:45, and it's going to be a 3-hour.
Oh, that's definitely doable,
Yeah,
right?
so 6 hours a week.
Yes,
do
right.
some work on the outside of class,
Mm-hmm.
but it's manageable, and it's manageable for someone who already has a job.
Yeah, for sure. And the 12-week cycle that starts in January, at the end of that, there's actually a certificate, right?
Yes, there's a
that you earn,
graduation.
and also job placement opportunities.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
They offer mentorships
Mhm.
with companies, internships, and they really strongly encourage the employers offer paid internships.
Yes, right.
And there's really, and they work very, very closely with employers to ensure that if there's a job opening, and Albany Can Code and the Saratoga Partnership will help match that individual with a job.
Just a little story out of sideline here. Shelby was telling me that someone had a paid internship, had gone through, of course, had a paid internship, and a competitor actually got a hold of that intern and said, "Come on over here," and that person just is purchasing their first home.
Yes.
So there's a lot of potential here,
Yeah.
and like I said, every time I talk to Shelby or to Marty, always impressed. You're very much on the cutting edge. You're very forward thinking here. In terms of economic development, that's very important because it is the future industries that are the ones that will be here for a long period of time. Industries that really work toward the future.
Yes.
That was easy to say.
Well, and to attract and grow those industries.
That's what I was trying to say, Shelby. Thank you.
We need to have the talent.
Yes, exactly right.
So again, it's responsive to employers' needs, and it's really a strong public-private academic partnership.
Okay, so what does somebody do?
Someone, they can go on our website, or they can go on the Albany Can Code website.
Okay.
They can call us at 518-871-1887, and
Okay.
we will help give them direction. They go online, they fill out an initial application.
Great.
If it is approved, then we will also help someone find potential funding and see if they're income qualified. Because
Wow.
there are grants out there that can help pay for the course, it's a very reasonably priced course. It's actually $1,500 for 12 weeks.
Oh my God, that's great. And you're setting the stage for your future, right? What terrific.
It's an investment.
All right, so that's SaratogaProsperityPartnership.org, right?
Or Saratoga Partnership.
Partnership, okay, SaratogaPartnership.org. Well, Shelby, thank you for inviting us over
Thank you
today
for
to
coming.
talk about this. This is, like I said, this is just that perfect combination, example of public-private partnerships solving this kind of real-world education issues that we need.
Well, and we invite you to come along the way, meet some students that go through the class, and maybe stop by the graduation and see what the outcome is.
Oh, good, Shelby. It's nice talking to you. Thanks. See this interview again. You can head to our website, looktvonline.com. Good. Sorry, Andrew.